Hello guys, so following on from my last video, we was talking about Saul Alverez, who's just decimated Liam Smith and has become the WBO super welterweight champion of the world. Now, when you're a champion of the world, you can decide who you want to fight. And as I was saying, so who will Saul Alverez want to fight? So the first one that comes to mind is Kell Brook. And Kell Brook has said that he would love to fight Canelo. And the one thing that Saul Alverez and Kell Brook have in common is that they both fought Golovkin and lost. So I'm pretty sure that they would love to fight. I know Kell Brook would love this one because he loves big fights. He said that he just loves he's had a taste for a big fight and he wants to just get back in there. But the one thing about Kell Brook though is since he's injured to his eye socket from the Golovkin fight, he will be out of training and out of sparring for the next 6 to 8 months at least. So Saul Alverez, I think, will definitely be having a fight before then. So that puts Kell Brook out the limelight for the moment. So who else is a contender that Canelo can fight? Well, we have here Erislandy Lara. Now, Erislandy Lara has already fought Saul Alverez back in 2014 and he lost to split decision. A lot of the judges and people who watched that fight thought that the Cuban should have taken that one at the end, but he lost on split decision, and I'm sure that he would be hungry for a rematch, because when you lose to a split decision to a world champion, you're really going to want to fight them, aren't you, again? But will the world champion want to fight you again? And I mean, that was back in 2014, so it's nearly 4 years now. So both fighters would have become more mature, and it may not be the same matchup again. And Saul Alverez now, he's gone on to bigger, better things. So would he want to fight Erislandy Lara again? He's definitely a contender, definitely a top fighter in that category. So who else do we have now? We have the Charlo brothers. Now they have been amassing great wins and are both world champions. And the most anticipated guy, Jermell Charlo, he's won 28 and he's the WBC World Superweight Champion. He's the one that's most likely to fight Alvarez. And the interesting thing about the Charlo brothers is that they are both from Texas, which is the closest city to Mexico, which is Alvarez's home city. So it's the place where he has lots of fans. So I think the fans will want to see this fight, and this one, in my opinion, is Jermell Charlo is the most likely opponent that Alvarez may pick because he has a belt. Now, when you're a champion and you're in the boxing world, you want to make money. So I think this will have a big payday. But as a world champion, I think Saul Alverez was very underrated before. He says he's the best in the world now. So yeah, he would want to be fighting really big fights. And Jermell Charlo, this is a good guy. Who else do we have here? William Monroe. Now, William Monroe has also fought Golovkin and lost. So he has another thing in common. He's won 21 and lost 2. But the interesting thing about him is that he's put himself in the limelight. Straight after he won his fight against Rosada, he told the media that he would love a chance against Canelo. He would love to fight Canelo. And he's put himself up there as a matchup. And I mean, as I said, in the world of boxing, if you can sell tickets and make yourself look good, then you've always got a chance to get a big fight. So he's definitely a contender up there. Now, last but definitely not least, we have Demetrius Andrade. Now, this guy, he hasn't got much of a financial background. His nickname is Boo Boo. But he's been winning lots and he's won 23. And his next fight, which is the most interesting thing, his next fight is a mandatory against Jermell Charlo. So I think Canelo Alvarez, he may sit back and see the outcome of this fight, and whoever wins, he may fight them. If Jermell Charlo defends the title, then definitely you will fight him. But if this Demetrius and Andre guy really proves to himself that proves to the world that he's looking for that #1 spots and he achieves it, then he's definitely on the cards. So there are more than a few fighters that Saul Alverez could pick from, and we'll see who will next fight. As always, I will be reviewing and predicting fights that go on in the week, any interesting ones, and you guys, my subscribers, can help me out. If you know any interesting fights that you want to be reviewed, shout me out and I will do it. I will be talking about Anthony Joshua next and who he will be fighting. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and share, and I will see you guys in a minute.